We got through the hardest time in our lives. We really did. I think the pandemic was definitely the hardest time in our lives. It really was. I mean, obviously, except for prohibition. But I'm having so much fun. You have no idea. It was rough. It was rough. I mean, I'm glad. We all lost people during the pandemic, and it was hard. So my wife said to me in the very beginning, we're going to develop a COVID plan. And I'm like, I have no idea what she's talking about at this point. And she goes, well, here's what's going to happen. If one of us gets COVID, the healthy one is going to go to your mom's house for 10 days. So I go, all right, I'm listening. And she goes, now here's the thing, we don't have cable, we cut the cord. I know you got to be entertained all the time. I could be on my phone, on YouTube, I don't care. I can spend days on it. I know you have no attention span. I loaded the TV up. We got Hulu now, and Paramount Plus, and Peacock, and Amazon Prime, and Apple TV, and Netflix. I'm like, all right, I'm listening, right? She goes, and I know you're really picky about leftovers. I made 2 huge pots of my Italian wedding soup. I'm good for weeks. But I got you a debit card. It's got $500 on it. Order your Grubhub, order your Uber Eats, order Postmates, order whatever you want. I said, so you're telling me, if I get COVID, you're going to my mom's house for 10 days. I get to watch whatever I want, and I get to eat whatever I want. And she goes, yeah, that's basically the plan. In Princeton, you're looking at the only person on earth who actively went out and tried to get COVID. I was that dude at Target at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was knocking people over like you, trying to get the Lysol wipes, right? I'd get to the cart. I'd get to the whole row of carts. I'd pick my hands all over the carts. I'd be like, oh, today's the day. Today's the day. I lived a block away from the county hospital that only allowed COVID patients in. It's the only hospital in the county that had COVID patients in on the 4th floor. I walked a block and a half. I snuck into the 4th floor. There was a guy, much looking like him. I hope he didn't die of COVID. Jesus Christ, where is he? Somebody check on him, please. Anyway. You had to see this floor. No, this floor was really sad. Like, you actually saw how bad COVID was affecting people. It was really, really bad. There was one guy, had a ventilator in. Had a ventilator. That was frightening. I pulled the ventilator right out of his mouth, and I was like, nothing. I couldn't catch COVID for anything. And then it was like a year later, right? I woke up on a Tuesday and I had this little tickle in my throat. I'm like, all right, whatever. You don't think about it. And then the next day, it was like, when they dropped the anvil with the Roadrunner onto Wile E. Coyote, I was like, oh, this is horrible. So I take the test, and it came back positive. And I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life. So I call my wife right away, and she's at work. And I go, babe, I hate to say this, but I tested positive for COVID. She goes, I'll be right home. I go, bitch, we have a plan. Get to my mom's house right now. And she did it. She came home. And guess what happened? She tested positive. Selfish bitch. Let me just tell you. It's rough, man. But I'll tell you one thing, working in corporate America, there was one thing I could not do. I could not smoke pot. Because I would constantly get random drug testing, okay? So the first thing after I get let go, right, I'm like, wow, this is available, right? So what happens? The world shuts down, I can't find a weed dealer anywhere, okay? I go on vacation in September, and my friend's a big pothead, and she knows that I hadn't smoked in 20 years, and she goes, here's what you do, start off slow, take this one little gummy bear. Fine, I take her at 8 o'clock. I remember vividly, it was amazing. 8 o'clock, right? 8:30, nothing. 9:30, nothing. 10 o'clock now. I'm getting pissed. I'm like, are you messing with me? Right? Give me 3 more of those shits, okay? She's like, Sean, have patience. I'm like, I'm done with patience. I'm up to here. I want to get high. This is bullshit. 10:02, stroke victim. I was was looking at the stars like Stephen Hawking, like, great. It's the best thing in the world. I do it every day now. I smoke this shit every day, and let me tell you, it is life-changing. Now, let me just tell you one thing, okay? It is life-changing, but I'm the only child, and my mom is a single mom. I am 46 years old, and she is 74 years old, and she screams at me every day because I smoke pot daily, right? So I invite her over to the house, and I'm sitting at my table. I could not write this joke, people. Let me preface this. This is a true life story. I could not write anything this good, trust me. Sitting at my table, she goes, "What other drugs have you done?" I said, "Well, Ma, I don't lie to you. I don't keep any secrets from you. So I did cocaine one time. I did mushrooms once. Now it's going around the table, and I have my pen out, and I'm smoking it. And she's staring at me. And I said, "Are you interested?" "Maybe." "You want me to show you how to do it?" "If you want." I said, "You take the pen, and you pull on it, and you hold it for a few seconds, and you let it go." I said, "Mom, you want it?" "Why not?" My 74-year-old mother, okay, is telling me she wants to smoke pot, which is great. Now she holds it. She's holding this pen. Everyone stops and is staring at her, right? She pulls it in, and she's holding it, and we're like this. We're watching. We can't wait to see what's coming out of her mouth, right? She lets it go, but doesn't say a word. And then all of a sudden, she looks me dead in the eye and says, "This is so much better than Coke." Yeah, guys, sports? Who's your favorite athlete? Pick one. I got 13 fucking minutes left. Please. Oh, Derek Jeter. Great. I love Derek Jeter too, okay? What I'm telling you is now, I'm 16 years older than you. You're going to look at Derek Jeter now when you're 29, 30, and love him now and look at him a little differently when you're older, 45, 46, okay? So now, me being from New Jersey, I'm a huge New York Giants fan, okay? Love the Giants, okay? Lawrence Taylor, greatest linebacker of all time, right? You watched it. Snap Joe Theismann's like right in half on television in 1985. That's how I remember my hero, okay? Not now, when I gotta watch him on Dancing with the Stars and they gotta money for his cocaine habit. Jamie Lee Curtis, remember how sexy she was in the 80s in a fish called Wanda and Trading Places? Dude, I had a poster in my bedroom. My mother lost millions of potential grandchildren to. Now I gotta watch her on TV pitching yoga, doing some shit properly. She's not sexy anymore.